All right, we're back with Celestial Return. We're back at book 3, at the beginning of book 3, Into the Inferno. And as usual, we're getting right into it. Let's see. Netherveil doesn't mourn the people it breaks, and it certainly doesn't celebrate the ones who survive. Oh, crap. Let's try this again. Load. It was this one. Netherveil is still trying to kill him when the driver arrives. A concussive sub-bass drum shakes the pavement. The fog parts violently as an oxidized violet rig tears around the corner. Oh wait, I think I did something. Load. Load. Okay, load. Let's go back. Okay, now let's try to get this off the screen. Turn the Inferno. I did want to hear this. Creeping across the skin. It's cold as steel and dark as sin. Creeping as blues, fleeting crows hiding all in the sky. There we go. We did that. It rose nearly onto its side before snapping upright and slamming to a halt inches from Howard's knees. How many? I know I have 2 dice. I also just upgraded perception to the max into detailed detective. The passenger door kicks open. The driver sits stone still, face hidden by a helmet. There is no steering wheel. The driver's gloved hands rest motionless in their lap. Thick black data cables snake out from the base of their helmet, feeding directly into the dashboard. The car and driver are no longer separate. That's so weird. You look like you just pissed off a lot of expensive people. Get in. Let's do virtue, thank you. Howard throws himself into the passenger seat. A neural command hits the engine and the machine screams, launching forward before Howard can even pull his second leg inside. Acceleration pins him to the leather. Amidst the crushing pressure of the launch, there is a highly localized pain. Reach under... Son of a gun. Ignore it. Eyes forward. Watch the street. I don't know what that was. Howard keeps his gaze locked straight ahead, watching the heavy fog rush past the windshield. The sharp pressure in his thigh is ignored as the cabin fills with the harsh whine of an incoming transmission. DK's voice bursts through the car's speakers. Holy hell, I can't believe that actually worked. Hope you saved some luck for the ride home. Where am I dumping him? 2 seconds of dead air pass. Inside the rig, it feels like 10. Oi, lady, coordinates. I'm working on it. DK, breathe. It's okay. Just do your best. Thanks, Howard. I'm on it. Look at this. Just give me a second to reroute. Flag, active chase. XPID. Fantastic. Flying blind with the target on my back. You better have deep pockets for this, DK. On the dashboard, a proximity sensor screams in a sharp red pulse. Howard looks through the rear glass. 3 PID pursuit drones are tearing through the mist. We have a tail. Actually, I think they're marked. Let's do the tail. We have a tail. No shit. The driver's helmet tilts a fraction of an inch to the left. In immediate sync, the heavy rig rose 90 degrees, banking her between the two tower blocks. Jet, you're too exposed. The engine screams, the car stops climbing and noses down towards the heavy blanket of gray fog that swallows the city roof. The foundation. Are you insane? One support column and we're done. Pull up. Relax. I spent 5 years running contraband through this fog. I know where the walls are. The car plunges into the darkness. The neon lights vanish. The world becomes a swirling gray void. The true scale of the city remains itself. Massive concrete pillars loom like the ribs of a rotting leviathan. The rig drops into a terrifying, high-speed slalom through pitch-black ruins, trusting nothing but the driver's memory to keep them from being smeared across the cold industrial concrete. Radar is clean. We lost them. The words barely register before a new alarm shrieks, solid yellow. Collision warning. A collapsed industrial crane bursts out of the gray, hanging directly across their path. There is no time to stop. Shit! Brace! Throw your hands over your head to protect your skull. Twist your body. Sacrifice your arms. I'm not sacrificing that. Don't move. Keep your eyes open. Don't move. Keep your eyes open and watch the end come. We've had a long day. Howard freezes, keeping his eyes locked wide open to watch the iron approach. The crane's counterweight smears through the passenger door. Metal folds. Glass explodes. The impact drives through his chest, through his spine, through everything. The rusted iron catches him completely exposed, and the crushed door caves in his ribs with the force of a wrecking ball. The world spins. Sparks shower the fog. The rig slides to a halt on the wet concrete ledge. Jet! Howard! Talk to me! Howard tries to inhale. He can't. His chest doesn't move. Howard? Answer me! The driver looks over at the passenger seat. Fuck! Howard looks down. Where his ribs should be, there is only jagged metal and dark, spreading wetness. Get up. Get the fuck up. You've been hit with worse than this. The driver unbuckles and grabs Howard's shoulder, shaking him hard. Hey, look at me. Don't check out yet. You're my paycheck. The diaphragm is severed. The lungs are flooding. This is fatal. You tried. You didn't run. I'm gonna reload this. You didn't leave anyone behind. Jet? I'm losing his readings. He's flatlining. Howard! The cold rushes in, heavy, absolute. We're out of time. Howard closes his eyes. What? This is bad. Oh.
Really bad. Worse than usual.
Open your fucking eyes!
Rest would be kinder.
What is happening?
Time's up, I guess.
Are they machines?
You absolute shit stain, not like this! Not fucking ever!
The body's slipping. It's alright. Let it go.
Rachel is a guy?
Yeah, let it.
Howard! You motherfucker, dying is fucking forbidden! Do not fucking die here! Get the fuck up!
I don't want to die here. Crashborn. Are we supposed to die? Darkness. Absolute and heavy. Heavy as water at crushing depth. A void where time goes to die. Ribcage is pulverized. Heart's barely pushing sludge. I have to scoop the rest of it out. DK, I don't care what you cut away, Doc. Keep him breathing. You have promises to keep. You do. The sound. Focus on the sound of the saw. Consciousness is critical. Stay present. Platinum. I'm gonna keep the anger. That's an automatic. That's an automatic success. And good thing I used it. 0-0. Consciousness snaps back like a broken wire. A blinding halo of white light cuts through the pitch black, buzzing like an angry hornet. Howard's jaw unhinges in a reflex to scream, but there is no air in his lungs. Neural integration is rejecting the interface. Hold him down. Heavy hands pin him to the bloody steel. A sharp prick in the neck, liquid fire floods his veins. The white halo flickers, shrinking, threatening to disappear again. That's cool. The darkness is lifting. Find the light. Vital stabilizing. Take control. Vital stabilizing. Come back. We still need you. Howard's eyes open to a concrete ceiling and the scent of antiseptic. He lies on a blood-stained table. His arms are gone. In their place, two heavy industrial limbs hang from his shoulders like loaded weapons. Below them, a torso of seamless synthetic flesh, lacking any of the scars, hair, or natural contours of a human body. He flexes his new fingers. They are long, skeletal, and sharp, more claws than hands. Had to amputate at the shoulder, both sides. Crash turned your bones to powder. I don't like that. What is this? Street soldier, the punks who play God. Armageddon? No storefront, no license. Street soldiers isn't a company, it's a movement. They specialize in illegal experimental booths that push bodies past breaking point. Their tech comes with no manual, no warranty, and very short lifespan. 2 arms, a pair of lightweight combat arms built to hit harder, carry more, and intimidate on sight. Their open slot system invites further modification, long after common sense should have stepped aside. A grit 2 New Genesis clause, building the future with attitude. Building affordable, modular, no-nonsense tech for those who can't or won't bow to the corporate titan. Open source, hackable hall. I did not get this from... I feel like I did. Oh wait, that... Okay, no. A dual drone shoulder rig for full battlefield control. One drone scouts the head, feeding you intel before trouble hits. The other carries enough firepower to make that trouble regret showing up. Torso. Patchwork torso. Tech dog. Custom work for bad situations. Tech doc. Tech doc. Tech doc builds for people who ran out of time, luck, and legal options. If you wake up wearing his work, congratulations. Something went very wrong and you survived it. A custom-built replacement torso wrapped in synthetic skin with ballistic plating beneath to stop bullets before they reach anything vital. But we still have this up. And this hat is not working. I wonder if it doesn't work correctly because we're using PID stuff. And PID is the reason this is happening. The torso is custom. It's not pretty, but it's bulletproof. Where is the coat? Howard's eyes start frantically around the room. Stop sitting there. Move. Find it. Find her. Where the fuck is my coat? The doc points a wet finger towards a pile of rags on a chair. It's ruined, soaked in blood and oil. I was going to burn it. Howard tries to launch himself across the room, but the physics are wrong. His human legs buckle momentarily under the crushing new weight of his steel torso. He forces his exhausted leg muscles to carry the tank he has become. He grabs the trench coat. It's torn and stiff with dry blood. He clutches it to his chest, his metal chest, and scans the room. Bathroom. To the back, but Howard doesn't wait. We don't want him to see it. He kicks the rusty door open and slams it shut behind him, engaging the lock. He leans against the sink. A mirror is cracked, splitting his reflection. Turn away. You're not ready. Howard looks down, refusing the mirror. He doesn't want to see the scene where the man ends and the machine begins. His steel hand trembles as he reaches into his pocket. His fingers brush against weighted dice, lucky charms that clearly failed him at the tower. He closes his metal fist around them and tucks them away. Who freaking dice? I need rolls. Who cares about the dice right now? Broken die. -1 intelligent. And harvest dice. 0 minus. It's just a dice. Okay. He reaches back in his pocket and pulls rolls out. Her stem is bent. The petals are bruised. I'm sorry. Please be alive. I've had gentler afternoons. You're alive. Define alive. I'm bent at a 45-degree angle. I think I lost a pistol, and you smell like a battery factory. Rose's head swivels slightly, taking in Howard's new appearance. Well, look at you. Shiny, hard, expensive. I don't recognize the man in the mirror anymore. Good. That old guy was a mess. Maybe this new one will actually take care of himself, or at least, you know, survive? Howard doesn't say anything. You kept your hand over the pocket when... Oh, wow. He shielded her when we hit. He looks at his metal fingers. The last thing you did, you covered your heart. You covered Rose. I'm sorry. I promised to keep you safe and I almost got you killed. You almost got killed. You took 90% of the impact. I just got rattled. So don't go getting weepy on me. Just try to dodge the next building, okay? Howard carefully places Rose back into his pocket. He looks at himself in the mirror. The shock is fading. All that's left is the mission. Friendly fire. He straightens his coat. The fabric screams in protest. Oh, look, is this the new... Oh, yeah, we can see it now. Seams popping at the shoulders as they struggle to contain the heavy chrome underneath. There goes the armpit and the elbow. Add new coat to the revenge list. Howard straightens the collar one last time and opens the door. 3 people turn and look at him. The tech doc, wiping blood off a saw, DK looking pale, and a woman he doesn't recognize. You're the driver. Pretty. Sometimes. The name is Jet. And you're the guy who owes me a new passenger door and a new upholstery cleaning. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get blood out of perforated leather? You banked left. You shielded yourself and exposed me. Let's go. The room goes silent. Jet doesn't flinch. She holds his gaze, cold and unapologetic. That's fair. Reflex. Pilot survives. The mission shields. If I die, we both hit the ground at terminal velocity. You're welcome. DK steps between them, raising her hands to cut the tension. I understand what she did. Okay, enough. We have bigger problems. She points towards a wall-mounted screen. Rogue agent, armed and extremely dangerous. Suspect is linked to the Elysium Tower massacre. The footage shows the shattered lobby, PID troopers, and a blurry still of Howard's face. Massacre. Nice touch. You have to go public, but without evidence, nobody's going to believe you. Every screen in the city is running that broadcast. Howard watches his own wanted poster disappear behind another replay of the tower. I'm not letting them bury the truth. Jet lets out a dry laugh and reaches for her helmet. Heartwarming, truly, but I don't do revenge quests, I do transport. And since my car is currently a piece of modern art, I'm cutting my losses. Good luck with the revolution. She turns towards the exit. Detective or rational? You drove the... I want to save this because I actually may redo this one for sure. Let's go to 4. You just want to renegotiate your rate. Let's hear it. Jet stops, a slow, cynical smirk spreading across her face. Nothing gets past the great detective, huh? Fine. She starts taking demands off her fingers. Triple the daily rate, full compensation for the car, and whatever corporate slush funds we find along the way, I get first dip. Deal? Before the deal is even sealed, a sharp buzz cuts through the room. Howard's co-mic lights up. Carrie? Don't answer that. She wouldn't call unless it was serious. The second you answer, the PID has our location. I'm trusting her. The audio crackles with static, then clears into a voice that Howard knows too well. Howard, listen, don't go to your office and tell DK to stay away from her apartment. Her voice drops lower. Meet me at the Crow, midnight. Don't call back. The line goes dead. Friendly fire. DK's thumb swipes across her wrist comm. A small holographic display springs to life. The grainy feed stabilizes. 3 armored PID agents are tearing apart her living room. Lilith. Oh man. I don't think this upstates though. The blood completely drains from her face. She snatches the clean co-mic off the tech dock bench. Her fingers shake violently as she punches in a number. Pick up. Come on, pick up. Hello? Lil, listen to me. Don't go home. D? Stay away from the building. Do you understand? What's going on? You're freaking me out. You need to get to the foundation right now. Use the old freight tunnel. I'll meet you there. She ends the call and slumps against the workbench, gasping for air like she just ran a mile. She'll make it. Carrie gave us that chance. DK exhales a shaky breath and nods. Great, but we have a geography problem. The Crow's in Netherveil. I'm not driving up there. We're not going up. The Crow is mobile. It sits on the mag rails. Yeah, on the schedule. It doesn't drop to the foundation until Thursday. I know the bartender. That's a hell of a gamble. Call the bartender. Howard pushes his co-mic from his pocket. Jet head snaps towards him. Bad idea. His thumb stops above the screen. Register device. Active signal. Easy trace. Howard tosses it into the workbench and brings his new steel fist down on it. The device vanishes into a spray of glass and plastic. Let's go, rational. Updated. Removed forcefully. So maybe if she wasn't here and we let her leave, you wouldn't have got this option. Let's go back to inventory. Removed forcefully. Not bad, not bad. Leaving the wreckage on the table, he turns to DK. She silently hands him the tech doc co-mic. His new metal fingers are surprisingly precise as he dials a number from memory. Hey, my co-mic is not a commit crimes device. Ask first. The line rings and connects. The Crow. If you're calling to complain about the music, don't. Listen, I need a favor. Howard, you've got a lot of nerve calling here. You know how hot you are right now? I know, but you need to listen. You're all over the news. They've got a bounty on your head. Why are you calling me? I have a meeting. I need a safe room in the foundation. No, absolutely not. The bar stays where it is. I'm not losing my license for your vendetta. Oh, what's on the second? Oh, son of a gun. I only have... I don't know what just happened. I have 3 dice. One is Howard's. 6. Wait, what was it? 10 years at your bar, never asked for a thing. I'm calling that favor in. This is persuade. I need anger though. Let's use the debt die. I just need a 5. No! Loyalty doesn't stop a PID bullet. It should count for something. It counts for free drink, not a fugitive harbor. If you want the drop, you pay full price. I don't have. Wait, what? What happens if I can't do this? I can't afford this. Yeah, this, I don't like this because I have no other. It's like I'm stuck. Load. What's my autosave? Not the autosave out. Save I want it. Load. Renegotiate your rate. We're gonna see what we had. Wait, are you kidding me? Return the title, yes. Load 4. Okay. Thing. Triple deal. Carry. She wouldn't call. Serious. I'm trusting her. Listen. Drops. Crow. Dead. Fire. Lilith. Their conversation. Kiri, give us a chance. The nod. Leave that part to me. Call the bartender. Bad idea. Alright, removed. Hear me out. Listen, I need a favor. I know, but you believe me, I'm aware. You're all over the news. I have a meeting. I need a safe room in the foundation. I'm going to be using 2 anyway. Name your price. Whatever it costs, I'll pay. That's annoying. Which one is this? The debt. Howard's rational and debt. Let's do that. You know I can't refuse good dice in this economy. And if PID so much as breeze near my door, you owe me more than dice. A long pause followed by a sound of a register keying in. Pleasure doing business. Understood. But thank you. Kiri's coming in tonight. She gets past the threshold, all the way in. You drop the crow, that's it. A pause on the other end, longer than comfortable. You're going to get us both killed. Then we'll be dead together. I really hate you. The call clicks dead. Howard tosses the cold mic back to the tech dock. I have to get Lilith. You figure out where you sleep tonight because my place is ash and yours is watch. Why does the doc owe me? He doesn't owe me anything. He saved us. We need a blind spot. The foundation is our only bet. Wait, Jet, you know the foundation. I don't trust her either. Blind spot. Jet sighs a low annoyed sound of resignation. I've got a container in the lower docks. You can crash there temporarily. She digs into a pocket and pulls out a worn key card, tossing it to Howard. Don't touch my stuff. Why the sudden charity? What's the real price? I don't trust her. Charity, you wrecked my car and made me a fugitive. Keeping you alive is the only way I get paid back. The price is you surviving. Now, are we done with the interrogation? I'll get Lilith. Meet you all later at the container. She grabs her jacket and is gone before anyone can argue. Right, well, I have a car to unfuck. Gotta get it moving by midnight. Try not to schedule any more collisions before then. She leaves too. Now it's just Howard and the tech doc in this clinic, or whatever it calls itself. I'm not good at this, but yeah, thanks. Yeah, sure, just get out and take your bad luck elsewhere before you make this place famous. The Foundation air hits like a wet towel, thick, humid, and smelling of sulfur and fried noodles. Somewhere in the dark, a magway train screams past like a metal ghost. The vibration travels up his boots and into his teeth. Well, he can't go meet Kiri like that. Like what? Like a man who just crawled out of a crime scene. You need two things before midnight. One, a new coat, preferably one that doesn't tell a whole story the second you walk into a room. And two, a new co-mic. All right. And yes, before you whine, it's necessary. Besides, I'm doing you a favor. New coat means you look slightly less pathetic. New co-mic means you can call for help when you inevitably do something stupid. Fine, but I'm not wearing anything shiny. Wait, actually, I don't have dice. Check your inner lining, left side. You stash emergency dice there, assuming the crash didn't incinerate it. Howard reaches into the tattered lining of his coat. His metal fingers brush against a few dice. It's not a fortune, but it's enough. 3. Thank you, God. 6. That's one we had. True Detective's dice. Plus 10 to find them. I'm keeping that for the long haul. Metaphor -4. Communist. Every face is equals to 2. Always rolls a 4. Howard's -0. And so we have 3 Howard's dice. Okay. You remember my pockets better than I do. I live in your pockets, Howard. The rent is terrible, but the entertainment is nonstop. Foundation, starved of the sky. I need... What is this? Save. Save. 4. Macaw, Propaganda, Nikki Studio, Static Uncles, Gutter Arcade, Drowned Velvet, Ride Brinker Passage. Let's go to the propaganda. To the poster. A wet, soggy propaganda poster clings to the wall like a parasite and insists on being seen. Pay your debt to society. Are you a fugitive, running from the law, financial delinquency, manslaughter, sexual assault, or even unauthorized journalism? Matter not, turn yourself in a day and volunteer at the Netherveil Project. Prove your worth into society with labor. Your sweat will wash away your crimes and build our future. Labor shortage and overcrowding fixed in a single move. Corpos can be efficient when they want. That's the second poster. NBPD and the city-state government of New Stratum strongly oppose the idea. The Netherveil Project proceeded as planned. Why is the archive giving us information right now? Back then, they still had enough shame to pretend they stood for something. Statistical record: 80% of prisons in New Stratums were classified as for profit. Ownership: New Genesis, Ectovision, RR Industries. Huh. So the corpo squeezed, shut the prison, dumped the whole stinky mess into the streets, and the police and the state dropped their pants and bent over like always. Fucking pathetic. What were they supposed to do? Stop kissing corporate ass for 5 minutes and do their damn job. Consider the arithmetic from a purely pragmatic standpoint. If your moral framework is sufficiently flexible and your interpretation of anti-corruption statutes even more so, the deal was mathematically sound. The arithmetic gets much less eloquent once you remember the percentage had names. Howard turns away from the soggy paper. He can almost hear the rhythmic clanking of hammers from the lower levels, the sound of 1,000 depths being paid in a hole the sun never reaches. I'm not going to Nikki's studio. That's dead. Crazy. So, Drowned Velvet, Arcade, Bacall. Let's go to Static Uncles. I have no idea what it is, but the interior of Static Uncles is a claustrophobic nightmare. It's a hollowed-out magway carriage jammed into a concrete alcove. Every inch of the wall is covered in tech rot, stacks of cracked screens, wire nests, and the bin labels with nonsense like "work sometimes" and "do not ask." Behind the counter sits the uncle. He's wearing 3 pairs of goggles on his forehead and is currently soldering a toaster to a radio. Soldering. I didn't steal it. It was trash. One man's trash is... Oh, you're not an alternated. You're just big. Unc, speak. I need a cold mic. Good, straight to business. I got shelves of them, but you gotta narrow it down. You want a sturdy, sealed up, or stupid cheap? What's the most secure one you have? He kicks a rusted toolbox. It slides open, revealing 3 devices nestled in oily rags. A, the brick, military surplus, range of 3 blocks, battery life of 10 minutes, can be used as a blunt weapon, 2 dice. B, the whisper, stolen from a corp rat, encrypted, only shows the color green, 4 dice. C, the mystery. I don't know what it does. Sometimes it picks up FPD frequency, sometimes it screams. That's funny. Perception, intelligence. So brick is anger. 3 is perception. That's 4 though. I want to do the mystery for 1 dice. You know what? Let's come back. So I do let's do the mystery and then metaphor. You are once again reachable. Tragic. Howard stows the new co-mic away. The uncle is already ignoring him. Goggles sliding back down to magnify a circuit board. Okay. 1 crisis averted. You are now capable of calling for help, even if your pride won't let you. That's fair. Arcade, Bacall. I'm not going to Nikki's studio. Oh, I'm still missing 1. Go to arcade. The Gutter Arcade is a dead-end alley where the neon signs buzz loud enough to kill a headache. In the center of a small crowd, a man with jittery hands and a smile missing 3 teeth stands behind a makeshift table. Step right up. Test your sight against the light. 3 cups, 1 prize. His hands are a blur. 3 rusted metal cups slide, scrape, and orbit each other. A single gleaming die flashes beneath 1 cup before being trapped. The eyes lie, the hand is swift, but fortune favors the sufficiently observant, or the sufficiently stupid. His visored gaze lands on Howard. Oh ho, big guy. All that metal must weigh you down the perception, or maybe you're just rich and bored. I actually have great perception. Tell you what, simple rules for a heavy dice. You put dice on the table, and if you find the lady, I double it. You bet 1, you get 2. You bet 4, you walk away with 8. You miss, I keep the change. High stakes, simple math. Can you processors handle that? I'm keeping Howard. I'm keeping the detective. Metaphor can go. I'm only doing 1. Okay. 1 die, I'm in. That's metaphor. Good. The hands become a hypnotic storm. The cup flies, spin, and swap positions in a dizzying pattern. Watch the eyes, not his hands. They fix to the right cup for a fraction of a second as he stops. It's a tell. It's under the right cup. He's a hustler, not a magician. He'll pick the simplest path that looks complex. Final placement, always left. Left, I saw it. Okay, I didn't see it, but I felt it. Same thing. This is an insult. Just pick one, and when it's the wrong one, break the table. The shuffling stops. The 3 cups sit in a line, identical and silent. The 3 cups sit in a line, the right cup. He hesitates, his mouth twitching for a fraction of a second before he yanks the cup up. Beneath it, the die. Well, look at that. Seems the optics are calibrated after all. He sighs, the theatrics draining out of him as he reaches into his greasy cup. He counts out the winnings, doubling Howard's stakes, and slides the dice across the table. Alright, what is the other one? Oh, rogue. Reception, okay. Oh, wait. Knocker. I still have the knocker? Didn't I lose this? Jets container. Coal mine. Beginner's luck. That's all it is. Best luck in the finite resource sprint. It runs out. Care to prove me wrong? One more round. I could get rid of Howard's dice. Let's try it. One more. That's the spirit. He reaches on the table, slams the 4th cup down. One more variable, one less chance. Double the payment or you lose it all. Let's do 2. We're doing Howard. Howard. 4. Inner left, I can't track the physics of the shuffle, but trust me, it's that one. That does not help me. 4 cups, I only have 2 eyes. That's not fair. The gallery is open. Inner left cup. He freezes. His hand hovers over the cup. He doesn't want to lift it. You got X-ray vision or something. That's not possible. He swallows hard and lifts the cups. The dice is there. He counts out the winnings and slides the dice across the table. +4. There, paid in full. Now do me a favor, take your winning and go hunt a different alley. He turns away, stepping out of the alley and back into the crushing humidity of the concrete labyrinth. The Magway train thunders ahead, drowning out the cheers and curses of the crowd behind him. A true Foundation experience. Whether you're walking away rich or broke, the smell is exactly the same. Move. However, let's save it. Save. I now have 9 dice. Metaphor is back. Sure. A call? The Bacall is a tiny cramped hole in the wall shop, squeezed between 2 massive ventilation turbines. Howard has to duck to enter. His massive new shoulders scrape against the racks of expired candy and electronics. If you break it, you buy it. Behind the counter sits the vendor, an ancient man in a stained undershirt and a thick mustache and sleepy eyes.